Hi everyone, Sharon here with Creating with Sharon. How are you all doing today? I'm going to just, give me a sec here, I'm just going to just move this over to oh my goodness, okay. Let's see if I can find this. Anyway, today's the card. Today we're going to do this card right here. Can't thank you enough. Sorry about that. Just need to share it with a bunch of groups here. And of course, there we go. So just give me a second and I'm just going to share it with a couple pages here. And the group. Post, and then one more. And there we go. And then to a group. And there we go. Okay. We got her done. Woohoo. Hi Diane. Thanks for joining me today. So super easy card. It's this one, I can't thank you enough, which is from this bundle right here. And the bundle is called, it's a So Sentimental bundle. So if you purchase the dies and the stamp set, you save 10%. I fell in love with the dies and I just bought the dies, but then I saw the stamp set, so I bought the stamp set. So I lost out on that 10%. So there they are. So we're gonna, the stamp set right here. So all these stamps fit into these dies here. So this one will fit perfectly into that one, as in that one there. The bigger one, Wishing Much Happiness, that one would fit into this one. And these guys would fit into the center of these ones. Or you could use these ones here, like this one here. Well, oops, not that one. This one here would fit, that would fit perfectly into there. So, very versatile die set. You don't have to use it with the stamp set. You can just buy the dies and just use them with whatever you wish. Okay, so, what should I do with my dies? I'm missing one. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so I'm using these two dies, or this die set, and the sentiment. I'm going to be using this is called the Best Dress Designer Series paper. Now this is gorgeous. It comes in bright colors. Look at that. Gorgeous. Look at the purple. My favorite. If I would have known, I didn't go through this. I just fell in love with the color I'm using today, which is one of my favorite. That one's nice too. Very springy. And that one. And this is the one that we're using today. I love that one. Okay, so let's just put this away before I drop it and have to pay $52 pickup. Okay, so what you're going to need for this card is a card base. And this one here, I'm using the colors that actually go with the card. So this is Melon Mambo, 5.5 by 8.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. And I have a piece of a Regal, this is Regal DSP, and this is the Old Olive, and that's going to go down the center. So this is 3 by, it should be 5.5, but I haven't cut it yet. And this is my scrap piece of paper, which I'm going to use to cut this out. And then I have another scrap piece of paper. Should have two, here's 3. And this one is going to cut out these guys, hopefully these guys, and then this one here. Oh, I didn't bring the center. I finished the inside of this off with one of the dies from the Ornate bundle, and I didn't cut a piece of paper for that one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, as I have a scrap piece of paper, I'm going to glue onto the DSP onto that. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I wanted to give it some strength because Designer Series paper is very flimsy. It's good for background, but this is going to have dimensionals on the back side of it, so I am going to glue it on so it does give it some support. So I'm just going to just glue this on. And then I'm going to let it dry. And while I'm letting it dry, I'll go ahead and do the rest of the card until I come up. Okay, so I'll just put that to the side. I'll just put it right there. So I'm going to bring in this piece right here. I'm just going to basically put it right down the center. First I need a bone folder, and I think I left them all over. No, there we go. Just like that. And I'm going to glue this right onto the center of that. Right into the center. And just like that, just basically eyeball it. And it is a little bit longer because I'm going to show you. I'm going to just trim it back with my mini trimmer here. So there we go. So that is part of the front of the card. And while we're waiting for this to dry, I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and I'll just cut out some pieces. So I'll cut out this piece right here, and I'll cut out this piece and that piece right there. So this piece right here is from the Ordained Layers. This is gorgeous. This, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. When I saw this, I had to have it. I'm so glad Stampin' Up has finally come out. So you come out with this. So that goes in like that. So you got 1, 2, 3, and this one pops in there. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this one here is 8. So you get 8 pieces. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't need that right now. I just need this one here, so I'll just put these away. And so I need this piece, which will be this one here, and this piece, which I will do on there, and then this piece, I'll do it on there. Okay, so let's bring in the Big Shot. Okay, so I hope you're all keeping safe at work. I went back to work today after I was off last week, went back to work today, and they had put shields in for us. Which is nice, a little bit more protection. We still have them stand back the 6 feet too. So there's one, and I just love how it stitches around the edge. Just gives that a little bit of more interest in that. So now I'm going to cut out this one here. And the same with this one too. This one gives a nice stitched image also around the edge, just like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this piece right here. I'm going to cut it on an angle. I'm going to run it back a few times because it is quite detailed. And I want to make sure that I cut everything out. Everything pops out when I take it off. That's like about 3 times, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now I know I have a brush. I'm gonna just put these back, just so they don't end up all over the floor. Oops. There we go. And now I'm going to bring in a little sponge with my Picket tool, and it has one of these fancy brushes on the end. And I'm just going to just run this over just to take out the excess little dots. So I'll just bring in my little pick tool just to see anything that I missed. It didn't come out. There's one right there. Stubborn guys. Okay. Okay. So now we'll bring in the sentiment, which I think I have another container because we're going to be doing that. So it's got to be here somewhere. There it is. And I'm going to bring in the Melon Mambo. So everything's all the same color. And just lightly tap. I'm just going to make sure these little dots are out of the way, because when you go to stamp, oh, look what I did. Oh, good thing there's two sides, right? And then just stamp it. There we go. Get this out of the way before I get that ink everywhere. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my DSP that I added the cardstock to. So now this is 3 3/4, and I'm going to go down by, oh, let's see I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 4 1/4, or sorry, by 2 1/4, sorry. So one, two. So I'm just going to just trim up around the edges. And just give just a tad. There we go. Okay, put that puppy out of the way. Hi Connie, how are you doing? So now I'm going to put these on. Right like this, and I'm going to put dimensionals with those. Of course, we have to have dimensions. Oh, yeah, I do this before I put the other thing on. Okay. And then 1, 2. Yeah, perfect. And then I'll do the same thing on this one here. Two, and just, hi Debbie, how are you? Saw your mask. Did you make that yourself, or did you have it made? And gonna just give it, oh, take it down a little bit further. And then just take this one. I'm going to stand up for this because I can't see it sitting down. I'm lining up the best I can. Okay, so now I'm going to take this strip here, and I'm going to put it in the center, and I'm going to just adhere that with my glue. But what I'm going to do first is in the center here, I'm just going to add 2 dimensionals, so it just gives it a little bit of support in the center there. I'm going to take these off. And just like that. Okay, because I gave it support in the center, when I'm going to put this guy on, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on each end to also give it support. Because I'm going to lie it flat right onto the card there. And of course I'm cutting these guys up. Hi Leanne, how are you? And put this in the center, just like that. So see how it's flat, but it does have the dimensionals in there. Can you guys see that? Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to put I Can't Thank You Enough. And I'm just going to add 2 dimensionals on this one. And just right there. So what I did prior, I was coloring on this one here. I stamped like 3 or 4 of the flowers, and I can't remember what that's from for the life of me. But I do know where I got the leaves from. So these leaves are from the Poppy Moments, and they're this leaf right here on that one. Okay, I wish I could remember where I got the, oh, anyway, these are my marbles. Anyway, so I'm going to just put a dimension on the back side of the flower, and I colored in the Mambo Melon blends, and then I did the center. I'm thinking it looks like it's Daffodil Delight. So I'm just going to add. So I put my dimension on the back side, and I'm just going to bring in my leaves, and I'm just going to trim them back so all the sticky's not used up by the actual leaf. Thanks, Pam. How are you guys doing down there? I think you're in the States, aren't you? And thanks for joining me, and thank you so much. So I'm going to put this on this side just because I can, because I have that extra space. So just put it right there. And there you go. How long did that take me? A whole 10-15 minutes to make. Quick and easy. You can put any type of sentiment on the inside. This one here, I used that to put on the inside, but I didn't cut up paper. I forgot. And of course, you need bling. Now these guys are old. When Stamping Up with retired them, I think I bought like 300 packages. Because you can never have enough bling, right? So I'm just going to put a bling into the center of the flowers all around the card. So I'm going to put 5 on. Thanks, Connie. There we go. And let's put one right here. So, and then I'll put a couple on the actual sentiment. So maybe one right there. And one right there. There we go. And of course you have to have bling, just adds that little bit to the card. So there you have it. Easy card to do. There you go. The details are in the down below on the video. I am going to be posting stuff with all dimensions and everything over my blog later on tonight. I didn't have time to do it today because I worked today for a bit. And I came home and worked some more. Okay, well, there's 2 cards, same but different. And I want to thank you all for joining me, greatly appreciate it. And you guys all have a fantastic day. And I think that's it. So stay safe, everybody. It's crazy out there. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And so I'll be here. Maybe I might come on Wednesday. I'm not too sure. I'm still thinking about that. I have to work Wednesday, so I'll have to put something together before that. Okay? Well, thanks so much for joining me. You guys have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye.